Hey, little gypsy, how you doing? Just setting up my phone here so I can hopefully keep a better eye on chat. Hello, Miss Holly. Digging through some of my goodies. Not sure really what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to see if anybody's interested to join me. I'll give that a few minutes. Hopefully somebody will trickle in to make this a wild and crazy night. I like the shape of these hearts, but maybe they're a little too big if I decide to go the domino route. I'm trying to remember where I have all my little bits. I have them in a lot of different containers. I know that's crazy, but I just don't have my act together. Hey, Jean Gibson, how you doing, sweetie? Thanks for coming. Fun in a can. You got that right, Gypsy. Woo! I love my little bits. Love my teeny little bits. I've been having some discomfort in the back of my leg for a couple of days. And it finally just occurred to me what's going on. I believe it's my sciatic has reared its ugly head. Reared. No pun intended. Sorry, girls. It might be that kind of a night. All right, now where do I have some of my other bits? This is the question. I know I've got some really pretty flowers. Oh, I know where. I think I know where. I don't want all this stuff here. I'm trying to be a little selective. I keep getting Facebook notices popping in on my screen. I put down, this is not the Timmy work mat. You know, the oh, what does he call it? I have the glass Timmy work mat underneath, but this squishy stuff here, it's not squishy, it's I used to have one of his, but I destroyed it. This is the cheaper version. It kind of leaves my skin feeling a little itchy. Anyway, I thought maybe that would be better if I get fussing around with stuff. And it's because a lot of times my camera, the glare from the light reflects off of the glass. It's just really annoying when you're trying to record. So my idea here for this evening is if anyone wants to join me. Oh, look at it pulsating. How am I going to get it to stop doing that? If anybody wants to come in and join me and work on a project and just sit and chat with the gals in chat, just let me know. Alrighty. Now I also have, I've been hoarding these. I don't remember where I bought these, but I haven't used any of them yet. Look at that cool envelope. That's a vellum envelope. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I have autofocus turned off. I know that's hard to believe, unless it's popped back on itself, which I guess I should go check that. Stranger things have happened for sure. That one looks like it would work. Aren't these cool? I probably got them on Amazon. And they're stickers. Some of them are really big. Oh, that one's pretty. Well, really, I think they're all pretty. Here's some little leaves. I don't know. I think I could probably paint on top of these too. Maybe with some watercolor. Yeah, the camera does have a mind of its own, but I should go check. I could wrap that one. Well, girls, I had a 3-hour nap. And to tell you the truth, I could probably go lay down and go right back to sleep. My sleeping habits are terrible. Hey, Maria, how are you? Ladies, Maria is one of the gals in the Same Sex Wednesday group. I don't know if you've ever been to one of my streams before, Maria. Thanks for coming. What a nice surprise. Maria always does really clever things with the supplies that are sent us. And if you haven't watched the Same Sex Wednesdays, I would encourage you to do so. They're quite good, if I do say so myself. Oh, look how cute that looks. Jeez Louise. Okay, I don't want to use all these because I want to do some different stuff. Yes, if you've got a project and you're sitting and coloring or whatever you feel like doing and you feel like coming in and joining me, I just thought I'd try something a little different and crazy. I'm going to go check my camera because it is pulsating quite a bit and see if it's turned on the I think sometimes it resets for whatever reason. Let me see if I can check. Hello, Sharon Marlowe. Thank you for coming. She's going to be a turkey lurkey. All right, let's see. So I want to go out and check my Logitech and see what's going on there if I can figure it out. It's probably going to want to do an update. But I won't let it. I say I won't let it. It takes forever for it to load sometimes. All right, the camera is not available. Okay, I get that. All right, let's see if that makes a difference. I need to close it. Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming in. Well, I was thinking I would do either work on these dominoes. I've never done that before. Either try that, or I would work on another, not another, I would work on a journal cover and rip some painting papers and glue them down and decorate a cover. But I was going to see if anybody was going to join me and then kind of decide in which direction to go. Yeah, you just have to let me know, and then I can find you on Facebook and send you the link to come on in. I can have 5 people join me if you have your camera set up. Oh, sure, Maria, that would be great. All right, so now I have to find you on Facebook, right? Or I guess I can, see, I don't know how to remove a post once I put it in. That's my problem. We have a taker. Okay. Maria, are you on Facebook? Oh, okay, Chris. Email. Okay, that's a good idea. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me copy to the clipboard. And I'll go to Gmail. And I'll look for Maria. Of course, if you spell Maria right, it probably works a lot better. Maria, I have your channel link, but I'm not sure I have your email address. Let me look again. Let's see, I know Tanya gave us a bunch of information. All right, let's try. Holly, if I put it in here, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, she put it in there. Oh, not anybody can just grab it? All right, Marie, I'm dropping it in here. Paste. Let's not make this a hardship. Enter. Enter. Hi, Devin. Thanks for coming. Devin, I'm doing a wild and crazy thing. We're having an open live night instead of an open mic night. I guess I could have said open mic night. Okay. Let's see. My little snow fella here, Stewie, he's just dancing. He's happy as can be. All right, so I have to decide. Okay, here comes Miss Sharon. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie girlfriend. I'm only going to stay for a second. I just want you to know that when you put the StreamYard link in your chat,
Yeah.
okay, Joe Blow can pick up that link and click on it. But
Right.
you're in charge of who's in the back room, and you just don't let them in. And then you tell somebody in chat to just block whoever it is if it's someone obnoxious.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering if I put
Yeah.
that link out there, can either you or Holly delete it or
No, there's no need to delete it because
no?
no one
Okay.
can use it. Oh, you're in
o-
charge. Like you just let me come
Okay.
in. You're in charge of
Okay.
who you let come in.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. All right. So let's just see. Maria pops in, doesn't have any problem. I can let her in. So my question for myself is, do I want to do something easy? Do I want to do something easy, or do I want to, possibly struggle and work with the, although I am intrigued by these dominoes. I went to Goodwill the other day and found this tin of white dominoes, which I got to tell you, I didn't know. Yeah, Chris, I'm leaning towards easy too, right? I could relax. I could leave this for another day, especially if it was an earlier part of the day. Okay, so let me just gather a little. Let me see if I have a little envelope that I can pop all this stuff in and, misplace it and drive myself crazy to try to find it, in a couple of days. I thought about painting something too, but I don't know. My brain just feels a little weary. Just a little weary. I thought about maybe making some prompt cards too, because I don't have any prompt cards. I've never tried any of that. And I haven't ever tried that kind of a thing where I am the leader of the prompts. I just watched a quick video while I was waiting for 8:45 to arrive. I wanted to put 8:46 just to be, weird, and it wouldn't let me. So I was very disappointing, girls. Chris, prompt cards are really, they look kind of like a deck of cards, but instead of having, the playing card set on the one side, you have a prompt that might say use the color red, or use your favorite stamp, draw flowers, spatter, use texture paste. And then what the ladies do, like Mary will do she might do a dirty dozen, or Becky might do a pick 10. And what they do is they shuffle the deck and they pull out a card, and whatever the card says, you have to do that prompt. And you create either a page in your art journal, or you can do the project on just a plain sheet of cardstock or watercolor paper. It's your choice. Whatever, what do they call it? Substrate you want to work on. Oh, my sister Nancy, my lovely sister Nancy. Hi, Nancy. How you doing? Thanks for coming. I've just decided I'm going to decorate a journal cover and take it easy, because that was Chris's suggestion, which I think is very good. All right, she's not here yet, but my rock tape girl is coming and I will be away for a bit. Okay. Oh, good, Holly. I'm glad that's happening. I never heard of getting rock taped before, but apparently the athletes use it quite a bit, and it helps with your mobility and I think muscle pain, back pain. So Holly's been getting taped, and that's been helpful for her. She suffers from chronic pain, so I think that's cool. Yeah, if you get a chance, Chris, you should go on a couple of those girls' channels and look for a pick 5 or a dirty dozen, or not a pick 5. They usually do a pick 10, and they really are fun. All right, so I'm going to grab a journal, and I'm going to grab some painty paper and a glue stick, and then have at it. We'll see, as my neighbor would say, what turns up. Now, I had a couple of journals the other day, and I put them away. And now I just have to remember where I stashed them. Oh, I think I have one right here. Let's use this one. Now, there are journals and then there are journals, but I have discovered these lay flat journals, and I really, really like them. Because, get this, they lay flat. When you open it up, it lays flat. The back is exposed, the spine is exposed. And hopefully you can see. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see where the stitches are, and then they've glued on top of them. Of course, they've put either, I guess, a wax or some kind of a glue on the spine. It holds together very nicely. But if you want to art in it or write in it, or, you know, whatever you decide to use it for, you can use it, and it lays flat. Now, I'm sure many of you that do art and mess around with things like this, sometimes the way the books are bound, you know, it's all bumpy, and it doesn't, you don't get this flatness, which is really nice. So I want to protect my pages. So let me see if I can find, and sometimes you can find these. Now I have found a couple at Tuesday Morning. I believe I have found a couple at Target. They're not terribly expensive. They're usually around $4 or $5. You might even be able to find them on Amazon. I haven't looked there. And sometimes the pages, let's see, I had a couple decorated. I think they're out on the kitchen counter. I had one where the pages were really nice inside. Sharon's saying, read my message in Lori, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean, Sharon. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Okay, Devin. But sometimes they're not always lines. Sometimes you can find them where they have prompts in them themselves, and it might say, you know, write down your favorite things, or write down what you're doing today, or it might have some inspirational words. So they're really nice if you can find them. Now this one's got some divots and texture, so but I don't think that'll really bother me. Actually, I could make that the back, and I could decorate this and have the bumpy, lumpy part on the back. Oh, okay, thanks, Al. So normally I just take a plastic. I save all my trash, girls. I'm addicted to saving trash. Oh, but look at this stuff. Wouldn't some of this stuff be cute? Look, I purchased something and I don't even remember what I buy. It's so sad. But I can be messy, so I like to just take a plastic bag and slip it over my pages. And I had one here that was a perfect size, but that one might have gotten a little ooey gooey, and I might have tossed it. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to cut it. Let's see if this will work. This is just a piece of acetate that I also stole from somewhere. That's not quite big enough. You just want to make sure you've got enough overhang so that if your glue drips or if you're using paint, uh, you're not going to glue your pages together and make a mess of the inside of your book. I'm going to use, I have a rough and tough piece of watercolor paper here that will be a good enough of a protection for me. Okay, I'm going to grab some painty paper. So if you'd like, talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Maria's here. Maria, I'm chatting away and I wasn't even paying attention. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for making this an invitation, an open invitation. How fun.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yay.
I haven't done it. I mean, I've done where I've had a guest on, but not where I've just opened it up and the thought of having a couple people here. You
Hmm.
know, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
look at that. You'll never know who's gonna pop in, huh?
I know. I was thinking maybe Ann Lar might be around because sometimes she'll pop in. One time, what did I do? Oh, I pocket dialed a bunch of ladies. Well, it wasn't on StreamYard, but then we all ended up visiting and chatting, and it was fun. So
Yeah.
what are you working on there? Some flags?
Let's see. I had to scramble to get my some lighting and my phone set up. But
Oh,
this is,
okay.
I'm working just on one of these little trays, that lap trays that
Oh,
can,
okay.
and this is actually what I did today earlier when I was watching TV with my husband, because we've been spending a lot of time together since his job doesn't start till next week.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, look at this. I just wanted to use up some of these little pieces of fabric,
Uh-huh.
and so I'm just tying them to paper clips and they make little
Oh,
bows. So, simple, nothing out of this world, but I thought they were really cute. Look how cute they're turning out.
they are. You know what? I always tend to go up. I
Hmm.
never thought about making a bow. They're adorable.
Yeah, it occurred to me because I had just a tiny piece and it was
Right.
too short to, do the little twist flip over thing.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I just kind of scrunched it up and I said, that looks like a bow. If I could just, and then I thought, oh,
Me
sometimes
too.
you make a bow and you just put another
Yeah.
little loop in the middle. So
Yeah.
I've just been tying it with just regular string. This was like a leftover string from a banner that I deconstructed from the Dollar Tree. And of
Hmm.
course, I saved the string, right? Because that's
I
what we
know. I
do,
was
right?
just going to say, girls, you're probably like us. We save every tiny little piece. I mean, I have such a hard time
Yes,
throwing
I
out
know.
the smallest little thing,
Yep.
especially if it's like graphic 45 paper or something like that. Oh my gosh, I hoard that stuff
Yeah, yeah.
like a
Well, see, I haven't even
madman.
gotten any of that fancy stuff. So I usually get
Really?
thrifted stuff. So but yeah, so I thought, oh, look at that. And then that way it looks like a cute little bow. And I just used up this tiny piece of fabric. So yeah,
Now,
so that's what I'm doing.
what do you mostly art in? Do you mostly do collage? You do a variety of things, or what kinds of stuff do you like to do?
Well, recently I've been doing all kinds of different junk journal things,
Oh,
but in my crafty past,
okay.
I've done all kinds of things. I do what, okay, well, I'll tell you what I love to do, and one of the reasons I love junk journaling so much is I love to repurpose things, like
Okay.
trash to treasure type of things.
Uh-huh.
And so, of course, the junk journaling appealed to me that way.
Yeah.
But, I've always done different things. I can crochet a little bit, I can sew a little bit, basic things.
Mm-hmm.
I've never gotten into like the arty stuff, like drawing and painting and stuff,
Okay.
but, just kind of uh, like little DIY things. But when I discovered junk journaling, man, that's what kind of hooked me. And that's what I've been doing for the last, gosh, it's been almost 2 years now.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
paper clips or tags or anything, pages,
I love
envelopes.
paper. I love paper and
Yes, yes, yes.
um although I'm not a sewer per se, I sound like I'm probably a lot like you are. I can do the bare minimums. I can get by. But I'm not going to make a suit jacket.
Right. See, that was my mom. I grew up with a seamstress that could make anything, you know.
Oh,
But
okay.
I couldn't learn. I tried. I remember she tried to teach me how to like make a basic shirt one time, and it was not pretty.
I mean, I tried when I was younger too, and I got to tell you, I mean, no matter what I tried, and no matter how many times I tried or worked with a pattern, nothing ever fit me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just like
I'd rather cut up patterns now and make ruffles out of them, or glue them together to make envelopes or whatever. So yep, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's right. You sent us those cool with the same 6. You sent us those cool envelopes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I shipped everything in the wallpaper envelopes because I love those things.
Cool.
I used to have tons of wallpaper because where I lived in West Palm Beach, there was a place called the Resource Depot, and where businesses would donate stuff to them, and you could go in and buy it like super cheap. And I bought a whole bunch of wallpaper books, but when I moved here, I just recently moved to Arizona. And when I moved here, I got rid of a ton of stuff. I gave it to a teacher friend of mine, a lot of it, and I destashed a lot of it. So I still have a little bit, which I love to use, but yeah, I'll figure out a way to get my hands on some.
I was wandering through Goodwill yesterday. I thought, oh man, wouldn't it be great to just luck into a wallpaper book? But I've never seen one.
Oh yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
If you are so inclined, I do have a flip through of like probably from over a year ago when I got the wallpaper books. I did flip throughs of them. If you want to look at them, you can go back on my channel and check it out.
Channel name?
It's Maria's Miscellany.
Okay. Hey Holly, if you get a minute, if you're able to, could you put in Maria's link, so if anybody wants to go check the flip through or see what kind of things she has on her channel, that would be great.
Thank you.
That would be great. Yeah. What else was I going to say to you? I was going to say something else to you. Anyway, I know what I was going to say. When our parents, now my sister Nancy is here, our youngest sister Jackie, she had another commitment. She's a essential oils gal. So she had an appointment tonight to help somebody with something. So anyway, but when our parents were having their 50th wedding anniversary, which was a while ago, I started out as painting ceramics and painting on wood. Hi, Keisha. Thanks for coming. Hopping in. That's great. We decided we wanted to do a memory book for mom and dad. So us 3 girls were going to work together, which we did a little bit, but I did the bulk of it. And we did a 12 by 12 scrapbook album. And I just wasn't, it didn't hook me. And a lot of crafty, arty things would always hook me. I mean, I'm easy to hook, girls.
Yeah, me too.
And I put all the little bits that I had left over in one of those big tubs, put it in the attic and really didn't give it a thought. And then fast forward, our daughter was getting married, and my sisters, again, were a great help to us as we planned and got the wedding together. And I wanted to do something to thank them. And I thought, well, how about a little memory book? Well, I didn't want to do a 12 by 12.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started to search the web and found where you could make your own, so I started to build little journals. Well, that's what hooked me.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that tub of goodies in the attic. Well, that was like,
oh boy. Yeah. Isn't it funny how you start seeing things differently,
Uh-huh.
And like
Yeah.
I remember thinking back to some things I've gotten rid of that I'm like, no, I can't believe I got rid of that, but you just
That's
weren't thinking
why
the same way.
you have to think
So,
long and hard when you want to
yeah.
throw something away, even a tiny little
Oh
bit.
gosh. Yep, yep, yep. Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna rip and tear some painting papers and probably all weird colors. But I'm gonna see if they can work together, and then maybe I'll do some stamping. Now, the last ones I made, I did use a glue stick. I'm gonna try that again. Glue sticks and I generally don't get along too well, but I think it's because I in the past have not put enough glue down. I'm very stingy with my product. Thanks, Holly, for putting Maria's link. Girls, make sure you check out Maria's channel. And if you haven't sub to her. And, you can or can't, some people say, oh, well, I don't want to get all those notices. Well, if that's your preference, you don't have to, you don't
Right.
have to click the little bell. But it's great if you, okay, now I don't think, maybe, I don't know. See, I love sparkles. Look at that.
Ooh,
And
that's pretty.
I
Love those
use
colors too.
I used a wooden, but I'm not sure I don't really want a wintry snowflakey looking cover, but we'll see. We'll see. So I found this really cool, it's a metal tin unit. The top of it almost looks like if you had a desk in your office and you wanted to put file folders in it. The top kind of looks
Oops.
like that, but I've got all my dyed paper. Oh, look at this wild green. Yeah, let me get that. And I'm trying to make room under my table to stash all my other stuff.
Yep.
But what a find for $4. It's holding a lot of my paper, which is great.
Nice.
And then I can
So
just turn around and look and see what I have.
that's cool. I didn't bring it with me. I thought I was going to bring it with me. Another thing, I did a couple of these like the other night, and what I did is I had a little jar of buttons. So since I've just tied this down, I put little buttons on here,
Uh-huh.
just to kind of finish it off. So I'll
Right.
probably be doing that. But I am kind of pinned down in the corner now, so I'm not going to get up and get the buttons.
Yeah. Do you have any little ribbon roses?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those would be perfect there.
Because
You know
if
what?
you don't, I have a ton of them. I could send you some.
Oh, that's so sweet. I think I have a few. But
Okay.
the neat thing is, though, they're really easy to make. Like, of course, with ribbon, but let's see. Here's this little piece of fabric that I just grabbed.
Here, girls, let
And
me make Maria, if I can figure out, let me make her big for a second there so we can see what she's doing.
oh, thanks. So I just tied a knot at one end. This is how I do it. I'm sure there's different ways to do it and better tutorials. This is not,
Uh-huh.
unofficial. We just tie a knot, and it's not very long. You can make it much longer, but then you just kind of start twisting it around the knot like this. And I folded the fabric in half,
Oh,
but you don't really have to. And then it kind of makes like a little rose, see? And then the trick is either sewing it down, or a good way to do it is with a glue gun. But
maybe a
see how I'm
hot
just
glue.
like twisting back? And look how cute that looks. It's a little rose. And
See,
you could
I'm
do
not
that with
sure
ribbon.
starting with the knot because I've tried to make
Hmm.
them, but
Yep.
I think I glued my end on a little piece of cardboard and then
Right.
I folded the corners and I just couldn't get it to look, it looked wacko. Yours looks
Right.
great.
I like the starting with a knot because it makes it easy. You have something to hold on to, and then
Right.
when it's done, you can always just glue it around in the back here. And if you need
Yeah.
need to, just cut off all that excess, fabric, or you can just glue it down like this. This is the back,
Uh-huh.
and then you
Wow.
have a little rose. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't have anything to glue it
Right.
or sew it with
Yeah.
right now, but that's just
See,
the
girls,
idea.
another reason not to
So
throw out those little bits.
yeah, and this was just a little. Let me see how long is this? About 5, 6 inches, maybe.
Yeah. That's a nice little rose, though.
Yeah. So
Cool. All right, so
I
I've
think
got the paper
that's gonna
picked
be a bow.
out. Get this back in there. So how have you been adjusting to Arizona? Do you like it okay?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a different heat. I come from South Florida, which is humid and hot.
Okay.
Arizona is, just dry and hot. Of
Dry and
course,
hot.
now this is the winter. So it's very mild. I mean, today I was sweating because it was what, 70 degrees.
Oh, okay. Now Holly's
So
in Arizona as well. She's out in the middle of nowhere. Are you
we're in
out?
Mesa, which is near Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah, the big thing for me is because we came for family reasons,
Oh,
so it was
okay.
really a leap of faith. We like neither one of us had jobs or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we've still been looking for work, and my husband got a job, but he doesn't. He's finally starting next week. I haven't gotten a job, but so I'm thinking, well, maybe this is my opportunity to do something else.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
great.
I'm
You found a job.
yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Mhm.
we're okay right
Yeah,
now.
good.
uh, but yeah, so I am going to start working though on like an call center type thing that you do from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I'm getting the training for that. So that's what I've been doing with my mornings. But yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, if my husband doesn't isn't like really uh you know, if he doesn't care for me to have a full-time job, then maybe I
Don't
can just do this
don't
and
push it. Don't push it. Let's see
exactly.
how it works out.
Hey, and he's gonna be gone most of the day, so I'll have time to, make time for, crafting.
Yes. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So yeah, I know I'm devious. What can I say?
Girls, we're really not this evil. It's just, these things occur to us. Okay,
You
so Holly
know.
says you're about 3 hours from her.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
that's not bad. Yeah.
So I thought I saw Malia. Did Malia come in? If she did, hi, Malia.
Oh yes, hello, Malia.
Um,
You should join us, girl. If
yeah,
you
some of you girls.
yeah.
Let's see Keisha there. Keisha, you could come on while you're sorting napkins.
Look, I'm just tying bows. So
All right, Kathy Berg recommended this man. He makes these metal rule. Well, I'm sure he doesn't make the metal ruler. He probably purchases them, but then he gives them a decal edge. So it's working pretty well. His
oh
name's Ed. He's on Etsy. If anybody needs or is interested in his information, I think he had a couple different styles. But I know I want these a lot smaller. But I just thought if I rip them by hand, a lot of times you know how the paper rips and you get that white bit. This
yep.
way, when you use the ruler, it kind of Lori, add
Well,
the link again.
you
Okay.
know how to fix that, right? You know how to if you tear your paper one way, you'll get the white edge. If you tear it the other way, the white edge is in the back. Did you know that trick?
Oh
Let me
no,
show you.
ma'am, I
'Cause-
did
yeah, I have
not.
some paper here. Now I never remember which way is which, but let me just grab a piece of paper. Look,
That's like
I
when
do
I
have.
use my scoreboard. I never know which way's which. It's
Okay, so here's a little. I mean, I hate to cut it. She's so
oh
pretty.
no,
I'm just gonna maybe. No, I can't do
no, no,
it.
no.
Let me grab something else. She just happened to be here, but it has to be something that's one color. Oh, okay. Here we go. This I don't mind tearing this. It's Oh, I do mind tearing that.
Oh,
Oh goodness. Okay,
what a
here we go.
cute calendar. Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
this. Okay. So this is just a picture from a book. So
That's much
the
better.
blue part. Let's see if this works. Or make a fool of myself here. Okay, so I'm gonna tear away and see the white part that would be
Oh
white is
yes,
this
I
way. And
always
you see
pull forward.
on this side, it's you see the white. So if I were to have done
Yeah.
it this way, then
That's
the
the
white
way
part
I
is, yeah. So
Genius!
yeah, so
I always
there
pull
you go.
forward.
Yep. Now, so all you have to do is pull back, and then you can still get that torn edge look, but in the right
Yeah.
where you want it. So
Oh my God. Uh-oh. The girls and I, Holly and Sean in the buy. I watched a video and this gal these are for teenagers or kids. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put me back in here. Let's see, the two of us. And it's called Wreck This Journal. And it's got all kinds of crazy stuff in it. So the three of us, I had no clue I have no clue about a lot of stuff, Geesh. And so we started doing some stuff in it. And one of it was to cut up the one page and make a paper chain.
oh,
Well, I
cool.
had it sitting here, and the end of it just fell into my coffee and unglued itself. So
Oh,
now I have glue in my coffee. And it's happened before, and I'm still kicking. So
oh
I'm really
no.
not going to worry about it. But
Do you do cream on your coffee?
yes,
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because if it's black, you can always just might as well throw other stuff in.
there you go. Oh yes, I'm hooked on creamer. I used to do different flavors, but
Hmm.
I am now hooked on. Let's see. Oh, Maria, that is such a great tip.
Yay! I mean, I know probably others in the chat already know, but if you didn't know, I'm glad I was the one who showed you.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, it's
Um,
pretty cool.
I'm really hooked to that Italian sweet creamer. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, I could drink it with a straw. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Hey, Barbara. Barbara, chicken pie, chicken pie.
Oh, let me refresh.
Now,
I've got the.
I'd rather have glue in my coffee than a fly or a flea. Okay. And that's
Yep.
happened too. It's like, oh, you just make a fresh cup of coffee and that little bug gets in there. What do you do?
Yep.
Do you just close your eyes and suck it up? Or do you throw away all that creamer? I'm not going to tell you.
For me, it would be depending on the mood I'm in.
My coffee has gone cold. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just tearing my bits of paper in preparation to gluing them down. And it takes a fair amount depending on the size of your book. And then I just glue them. However, a colleague online, when she does it, sometimes she lets some of the book cover show through, but I'm not concerned to do that all the time. But we'll just see. Oh, see, I forgot. I tore forward.
It takes a little practice, I think.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
It's just, see, I did it again. It's a brain thing. Of course, really. I can't talk and do most of this at the same time anyway. Oh, look here. I stamped on this piece. That'll be good. So, just had Valentine's Day, and I prepared a couple little treat boxes for my grands, which, of course, I don't see very often. They're about an hour and 15 minutes away from me. And then with COVID, it just doesn't make it any easier. So they didn't get them for Valentine's Day, but I dropped them off Sunday.
Oh, fun. Oh, you did that video on the chocolates, right? Covering the chocolate
Yes.
that you found. Yeah, that was cool. I really liked that.
So I was all excited because I didn't put all candy in there. The kids have been saving, like when they're out in the yard, they find a stick or an acorn. They've been, having little boxes with their treasures in it. So I thought I'm going to get them a Geo Rock, the co-op that I'm in. This vendor came in and she's selling different rocks. Some of them are just, they're gorgeous, and they weren't that expensive. So I got each of the kids a Geo rock. Now they look like coal on the outside, but when it's cracked open, the one had really a hot pink crystal inside, and the other one had a purple. I mean, they were really cool looking. So I was all excited. I said to my daughter, if you get a chance, record the kids, opening up when they pull out the tissue paper, it's got their rock in it. Okay, so my granddaughter is 5. My grandson is 2. So you can see they're all excited. They're sitting there, they're digging in. I wonder what it is. It's this big ball of white tissue paper. And they're opening it up, and then they open it up and they look at it, and you can just see the puzzlement coming over their little faces. So, what is it? My daughter said, it's a rock. Oh, well, it's got a crystal inside. Isn't it pretty? Well, does it come out? No, don't try to pick it out. It doesn't come out. So my daughter says, what do you say? And my grandson says, thank you for the rock, Mama.
Oh, how cute.
Priceless, but it wasn't the reaction I had hoped for.
Yeah.
I said, well, maybe their dad can tell them what a Geo rock is, and will like it better. Put it in their room. Now, we painted rocks. They received well, but Geo rock, not so much.
They probably thought that it was like getting coal in their stocking.
Yeah,
they're
right.
Like, no, Grandma, what did we do?
What do we do with this rock?
Oh, I think they'll love it once they realize what it is, really.
Oh, my. Sometimes I have good ideas. Sometimes I don't. Hey, leave it to Beaver. What do you?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to find a glue stick and start gluing some stuff down. Anybody else wanting to come in? Hey, Aunt Loopy, how are you? Did I see Aunt Loop, or am I reading things crazy? No, I guess
Mary Lou, Auntie Loopy.
Oh, hi, Mary Lou. Oh, there she is. She scooted off up the top. Oh, this is great, guys. Thanks for coming in. We have a kids version too. I don't know what that means.
I think Malia is shopping on thrift books.
Oh my gosh, I love thrift books.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I've been enough places, believe me, to keep myself in trouble.
Oh, I know.
I haven't been to thrift books lately.
Yeah. When we were moving here, we drove here and we stopped at different places along the way. And I still have to do that haul. I just did a haul from a rummage sale a couple of weeks ago. But, we collected, well, I collected like a few books, for junk journaling and things and some things. And I still need to do that haul. And actually, that's what I was going to do tonight because my husband's out tonight, which is, why I turned on the YouTube. And I was going to just watch some videos while I gathered my things together and then, do the haul for tomorrow. Because I usually do like Thrifty Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when I saw you and I said hello. And now look at this. I'm in here.
We sucked you in.
So,
I haven't done a haul video in a while. I forgot they're pretty well. Well, see, I'm closing in on my 4,000 watched hours. If any of you are trying to build your channel and gather people to get to your 1,000 people so you can get your community tab open and those kinds of things, to get monetized, which I didn't think I would ever do, and I don't think it'll end up being a tremendously big deal, but it's just another accomplishment if you have a team. So I'm closing in on those hours. So I thought the more things I put up, the more new videos I might put up or lives or whatever, I've got a better chance of closing in on that, right? And
Absolutely.
I keep forgetting to do the whole videos are really pretty well received. I mean, we all like looking at what everybody's found.
Yep. I love to watch them.
I know. What is it with that? I don't know, girls.
I don't know either. When I first started even watching videos just a few years ago, I guess, I'm like, I can't believe people are showing what they bought.
Well,
And
like,
I'm like, you know what? I can't believe I'm watching it. And then I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And now I do haul videos all the time.
or
Isn't it
even I
funny?
said that what I said to Keisha, I think it was probably last week. She texted, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm watching myself. I'm watching myself." Or Holly will say, "What are you up to?" I said, "I'm watching myself." Why? I'm like, well, one reason is I like to watch myself. I'm sorry, girls, but I crack myself up sometimes.
Yep.
And it fills up the dead air and I'm getting some watched hours. So, hey,
Awesome.
why not?
Yep.
It is a little, it is a little weird to watch yourself. I would admit. But
You get used to it.
when I first started on YouTube, and watching YouTube and all that jazz, there were girls that were like, "Okay, I'm just sitting here and I'm straightening up my, yarn drawer or whatever." I'm thinking, why would people watch that? But see, I watch that now.
Yeah. I know. That's exactly right. Yep.
Yes, I guess that's how it did go down, Keisha. I did ask you if you ever watch yourself. And I think she said no. That's a
Well,
bold.
before I always watch my videos, like I upload them private and then
Uh-huh.
I watch them in double time, like super fast, just to make
Oh,
sure that there isn't, just to make
yeah,
sure there's nothing I don't want up there for whatever reason,
yeah.
you know. And so my husband's like, "You just love to watch yourself, don't you?" I'm like,
Well,
"Not
see,
really," but
I
you
don't watch.
know,
I watch
I'm
in real
okay with
time.
it.
I don't watch in double time. I do watch them in real time
Yep.
for that same purpose to make sure
Hmm.
there's nothing crazy that I've said or done or.
Yep. I mean, I don't think it's. I think maybe once I pulled a video, but it wasn't that there was anything inappropriate or that I didn't want up there. It's just like it was kind of like one of those things. What was it? Either like a giveaway I was doing that, you know, wasn't really relevant anymore, or one of those things.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I haven't really taken a lot of videos down that I've put up, but you just never know.
Well, I had to oh, hi Susan. I had to I don't edit generally, but there
Right.
are a couple of times where I've just, hey Lori B, thanks for stopping in. It's nice to see you. I and the YouTube edit thing really isn't that hard to use, but I forget how to do it and then I get
Hmm.
myself confused. And I was just trying to take off a little snippet because what I didn't realize is when you hit that exit or end video,
Hmm.
it's still recording you. And I had been on for, I guess, a couple of hours, and I said to myself, "Whoo, I gotta pee." And, it's like
Gosh.
hanging on the end of my video,
Yeah.
so
Aw.
I went in and, man, it took me forever to get that out.
Yeah,
So
I
now
don't
I
use the
make
YouTube
sure I
editor
keep my
very
mouth
much.
keep my mouth closed until I'm out of everything.
Yeah, yeah. So I actually found since I record on my phone and I don't really get the chance to. I don't know. I just really use my phone most of the time.
Mhm.
I found this program called Power Editor, which is not bad. It's got tutorial videos. It's pretty easy to use,
Mhm.
and I mean, with anything, it's a learning curve trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to use it. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. So I like it. That's what I use. Most of my videos are not edited, but if for whatever reason I want to edit something, like a couple of the collaborations I have, the host, that she sent us a screen that she wants to be the thumbnail and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I add the thumbnail to it and things like that. Although, actually, no, I just lied. You can add that thumbnail through YouTube. I just remembered. But anyway, sometimes I do like to be able to like speed up a portion,
Uh-huh.
or whatever. So for that I use Power Editor. I believe that's the name of the
Power
program.
Editor. Okay, I'll have to
Yeah,
look.
it's like a little blue icon with like a film camera on it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well, I think
it's
sometimes some of the charm is unedited. Now, I do appreciate some of these gals have the really professional videos, and they're very
mhm.
succinct, and they're great. I forget the one girl's name. Oh my gosh, she's just adorable. But she's really got it together.
Mhm.
And hers are all edited. But I'm old and I like the art, and I just don't want to take the time to do it, quite
Yeah,
frankly.
it's not. I mean, like I'm sure you watch Gail Agostinelli. She's one of the first ones that I watched.
You
You
know,
know, Gail.
I've found her, but I've only watched a couple.
Okay, so yeah, she was one of the first ones I found on junk journaling,
Uh-huh.
and she doesn't edit her videos. She just and hers are usually like an hour. Like I think she records like an hour a day or something like that,
Oh wow.
and just doesn't edit anything. So at least I don't think she does. Maybe now she does. I know her son helps her with her website and things like that, but yeah, so you don't have to. I mean, you
Yeah,
do what you can, you do what you want to, and I guess that's the beauty of it.
right. And if you do edit it, then you miss all those fun things like Mary setting her desk on fire.
Oh gosh, I missed that one.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah, she would light a candle in her little work area, and
Uh,
everything was just going swimmingly well. And then
right.
I guess a napkin caught on fire,
Oh no.
and I'm sitting here watching her screaming, "Put it in your coffee or put it in your tea." She had a cup of tea or coffee there. Well, she
Mm.
eventually used the tea, but instead of putting the napkin in it, she dumped it on the napkin.
Oh.
Anyway, Holly has since sent her a battery operated candle, which works out much better.
Oh, nice.
But it's a scream. I mean, it really, she didn't get
Yeah.
hurt, her nothing went up in flames, so to speak.
Right. Right.
So after the fact, you can chuckle a little bit, but
Right. Right.
yeah,
That's true. That's fun. Yeah, that's why these lives are fun too. When you can kind of just
so
play for a
nobody
little
else
while.
wants to come in, huh? I'll have Barbara get these a couple of months. Okay. Hey, Laura. Laura just joined us. That's great. Good to see you. Okay.
Oh wow, we've got 15. Awesome.
Thinking some of these bigger items, maybe. I don't know. I usually try to use littler pieces. Boy, I can't tell you how hard it is for me to remember to tear that. It must be a right brain, left brain thing to remember to tear away from myself rather than towards
The
myself.
other thing you could do is, since you tear that way, kind
Oh,
of know where
turn it
you're putting it,
around.
turn it around, right? Turn it around and tear it like that. If that works, for
Girl,
you.
you are genius.
Nah.
Holy
Well, I'm just
moly.
glad I could help. If that helps you, I'm just glad I could help. And of course, I didn't come up with it myself. I watched it on a video or in several videos, probably.
I know. I
Uh,
feel guilty if I don't say that, but most of this stuff, like my neighbor, many people have heard me say she's 92, and she thinks I am the bomb. She thinks I have all these great ideas.
hmm Yep.
Keisha, I definitely will go back and watch you and I if you join in. And I keep telling my neighbor Betty, no, I watched it online. I have very few original ideas.
Hmm.
And even if you've never seen it anywhere, I mean, really, what are chances that it's really an original?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, you might have thought of it, but somebody else probably thought of it too. And
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. Yeah. So so when I'm going to, like, when I have an idea like that I think of, that's when I have a couple of those videos on my channel where I call them my harebrained ideas.
No?
So before putting them up, what I'll usually do is I'll do a search on YouTube for it to see. Oh, I'm sure somebody's done this before, right? So I'll do a search, and then if there's already a video on there, then I'll either not do the video, or I'll do the video, but I'll mention it that
You want
I've seen others do it too,
claim it as
and
fully your
whatever.
own idea. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
don't know that I would think of.
but eh, you know, yeah, there's an idea pool out there,
Yeah.
which is nice.
So, what would you say, Maria, if you had to pick well, that might be hard. If you had to pick your top two favorite art tools,
Oh goodness.
like what would be like your top two?
That's hard.
Okay,
I would
bye,
have to.
Kevin. Thanks for coming in.
Oh yes, bite the bud. I would have to say scissors has to be one of them, right?
Yeah,
Because
do
you
you have
use them for everything.
a favorite kind, a favorite pair, or a favorite
Whether
brand?
um, not particularly.
No.
I do like the pinking shears.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have some pinking shears. And I don't use them as often as I would like, because I have them like hiding from everybody else. I do have a 9-year-old in the house every weekend,
Oh, do you?
so so I forget to use it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love the pinky shears, or any kind of I do have in my stash, probably in the storage unit, some of those scissors with the um, fancy, not pinking shears, but with the fancy shapes.
Yeah, I got rid of all those and then
Yeah,
discovered, oh, I should have probably hung on to those. I took all mine
yeah.
to Goodwill.
Yeah, so I have a couple of those that I like. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, because it's there's so much cool stuff.
Yeah, I
I
like my Timmy scissors, and I often think a lot of
ah
people rave about those. I think they're like a black and yellow, like a bumblebee kind. I forget what they're called, but
hmm
people say they're pretty good. But I haven't gotten a pair of those.
yeah, me neither.
I mean, really, I got a lot of scissors as it is.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I go through phases. I find that
Oh, okay,
I go
that
through
makes sense.
phases. Well, like right now I'm doing a whole bunch of paper clips and have like the fabric out, and sometimes um I'll be playing mostly with paper and ink or whatever, and you
Mhm.
know. And actually, right now I've been really itching to make a journal. I feel like I haven't made a journal in a long time. I've just been making all these little side projects.
Mhm.
And so I need to do that. But
Me too.
yeah, I mean, scissors have to be one of them, and then uh, probably different punches. I don't know. I can't really pick. I'm just off the top of my
Hmm.
head.
Yeah,
You
now
know.
I'm trying to think for myself. I really do like my Timmy scissors. But
Oh,
I
there you
guess
go.
one of my go-to things is my crazy little X-Acto knife. I love my little X-Acto knife.
Okay.
It's this little Fiskar one. Mine's really looks dodgy because I don't clean it. But I love my
That is cool,
little
because I
knife.
bet it helps you have more control, right?
It
Uh,
does. It does.
mhm.
And I mostly use it for, I know Murray, no, I shouldn't say complain, gets frustrated with how when you open a new paint bottle, getting that plastic off. I just keep this handy and just do a
Mhm.
little slice, and you can peel off the little labely part. Oh, because they are
Oh,
frustrating. And I
Yeah.
use it for all kinds of stuff. Like stickers. Sometimes you can't get them apart. I put the
Yeah.
blade of the
Yep.
X-Acto knife in between the paper and the plastic sticker, where you peel it off. And man, sometimes that just pops out enough where you can grab it. So I think that's probably one of my favorites would be my
Yeah.
X-Acto knife.
Nice. Where did you get that? Was it like a Michaels or something?
Yeah, I think so. In fact, I just tried to get a second one, and I ended up with this one, which is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
But this one came with a ceramic blade, supposed to cut great, be sturdy. Well, I cracked that baby in half in 2 days.
Oh.
So now I put a regular blade in this, but I
And
really
are
love
they
that.
X-Acto brand?
The little crazy one is Fisker.
Oh.
So I don't know. I couldn't find it. Of course, let's face it, I didn't spend a lot of time trying to find it
Mm-hmm.
either. Um,
Okay.
so I'm assuming they still make it, but I don't really know.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to consult the Amazon for that
Hmm.
because I really do like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and the blade lasts. Of course, you do have to be careful because I did end up in the ER one night.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
Well,
that's.
I had snipped off the shank of a button, and I said to myself right before I did it. Now, my husband had just gotten into bed. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I was trying to shave off the little bits left on the back of that button. And the way I
Hmm.
was doing it, I thought, this is not a good idea. And sure enough, I went whoop and ended up having to have stitches.
Oh no!
Yeah, my husband is well, he's like a thinker, and he just kind of thinks around every situation. So I've got blood spurting everywhere, and I've got a napkin wrapped around. I'm squeezing my finger, and we had been in the area a little while, but we hadn't been in long enough to, you know, go to hospitals. Well, I'm not quite sure where we should go. I don't know which. And he's Googling and he's calling his boss
Oh
and
my
this and
goodness!
the other. And I'm like, could we just go somewhere soon? Could we just find somewhere to go soon?
Wow.
It all worked out okay, but
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got to be careful
yeah. Of course, I had
with
just
the tools.
I had just changed the blade too, so that
Hmm.
it was nice and sharp.
Yeah, that's actually one that I think I might look for because I've also been wanting to do some other DIYs. That's another thing I've been watching. Other like DIY channels, like where they make things out of Dollar Tree stuff and like to decorate your house and things like that.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a few channels that I follow for that, and they use a lot of the foam core board for some of those things that I want to try, and
Oh,
that
right.
would might be good for cutting that too, I imagine. So
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
wondering about. I have a sheet of. I had a couple years ago. I had done a mailbox cover for my son-in-law. I had bought a flat piece of magnet. It's a magnet sheet. I guess that's what you would call it.
oh yeah, uh-huh.
And I'm wondering how some of the girls make, and I haven't looked it up. They make like a little bookmark where it's not cut all the way through, but it bends over your book
Yep.
and it sticks to itself.
Oh yeah. I saw actually a tutorial on that not too long ago. I wish I could remember what channel I saw it on. Yeah, you can definitely find a tutorial on that.
Yeah, I'll have to look because I was thinking I should really use up the rest of this stuff I have. And I thought that would be a fun project, especially with some of my newer stamps that I've been able to.
Yep, that's a great idea. And you know what? I probably don't have any now because I did get rid of some of my literal junk that I've collected, before moving. Of course, I'm
Especially the
collecting new
new,
junk now.
yeah.
But what do you call it? I used to, you know how sometimes you would get those business cards with magnets on the back,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
or calendars or stuff that businesses would give out.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I always took them, and then I just peel off the ad or the business card, and then I had a magnet to work with. So yeah,
Oh.
that's the type of stuff I like to do, like reuse and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So I actually had a little stash of those, like just peeled off magnets for a while. I think I got rid of them before moving, but there's an idea.
Well, I can remember years ago going to a Goodwill because my mom and I would go in. She likes to go into them.
Oh
And,
yeah, I grew up
you
with
know,
my mom with Goodwilling too.
might see like a old calendar, old planner.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, why would somebody donate something like this to Goodwill? You know, it's from 4 years ago. Who wants an old
Hmm.
calendar? Well, now I can't ever find one of them. And I'm like, now I know why somebody would want that. Oh my.
Yeah, 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 but you
I
just
don't know if you
never
ever
know.
watched Speedy Willingham. She's got that 1 day planner that she does some of her napkins in. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've that's one of the things I've had in my, long list of things that I want to try that I haven't gotten around to yet is making a journal out of a planner. Because let's see, do I still have it? I don't even know if I still have it, but I know that one time I picked up like a nice like leather date, I think it's like date timer or a Cambridge planner, with the rings and stuff,
Yeah,
and really nice. And I thought, oh, this would be a great, journal.
yeah.
And I can't imagine that I threw that. That still has to be in my storage somewhere. So yeah,
Oh,
it's like I said, it's on my list. I probably had that planner for over a year, and it's still like
now you're like, now I know what I
in
want to do
pending
with it.
status.
Well, I think sometimes these covers come together at some point, but right now this isn't looking like it's coming together too well for me. I don't know. So now what are you going to do with all your flags?
Well, these paper clips will just end
Just
up in a
like
journal or two or
a little stash, and you'll just have all different colors
yes,
available for when you need.
yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. I need to be making some journals because I
Yeah,
need
you
to,
got a lot of
I need
flags
to
there,
use.
kid. Got a lot of flags there.
Yeah, look at this. Wow, I really like the boas. This reminds me of like the pasta, the bow tie
Oh
pasta,
yeah, yes, yes.
because it's pinked all around.
Yeah, and it reminds me of like a picnic table cover. So that's
Yep,
adorable.
yep.
That fabric's
Isn't that
adorable.
cute? Yeah. So these were all like little pieces of thrifted fabric that I had in a bag. So might as well
Keisha,
use it.
Keisha, who's Shoe Shine? Is that somebody I missed saying hello to? Or is that a nickname for someone else?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
see that popping up in the chat. It's different because I've done this type of thing with my friend Sherry of Turquoise Streaming. I don't know if you know her channel, but we used to do before I got on a different time zone and she got a grandbaby.
Ooh,
We used to do on Saturday mornings get together and craft.
uh-huh.
But I was the one who pulled up the StreamYard, so it's kind of different being on this end, where I'm
Uh-huh.
uh,
You're the,
like a guest.
you're the guest.
So I don't see the chat unless I pull it up on a. So I have it pulled up on my laptop, but I have to look like over to the side to see what everybody's saying. So if anybody has told me something and I have not said anything, I do apologize. I'm just not looking at the chat the whole time.
Hi, Shoe Shine. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. I didn't see you come in, and I don't know that I've met you before. So thank you for coming. Uh,
Oh,
Susan,
she's Keisha's buddy.
Casey's just yanking my leg. Okay, thanks, Susan. She's a
Oh, I see. So
she's a
shoe shine
naughty,
is Susan.
naughty
Okay.
girl. A naughty girl she is. Ah, I think I
I'm
need a
just doing the little
pocket
simple ones
color
now.
on this. I got a lump of glue stuck to the back of my hand. Well, I
I
thought
love all it. Oh,
I
go
thought
ahead.
I'd have a few more brave souls that would come in and join me.
Yeah, what's up with that, ladies? Come on.
I mean, everybody's chicken, chicken, chicken. I couldn't decide what to do, so I thought, oh, this might be a fun idea. Oh, you know what I have on the back burner that I want to do, and I'm a little nervous, but I love clearance, and I love to buy things for what I think is a great price. Well,
Sure.
it's not always, but I think it is. And I've got a henna kit, and I was thinking about doing henna on my own
Oh,
hand on a live.
wow. That's different.
But you have to mix that up and then leave it sit for I think like 45 minutes. So I'd have to really be organized. And then
Huh.
those girls, I don't know if you ever had henna done. There was one
Mm-mm.
craft show that I did every year, and the one girl came every year, real sweet gal. And man, she went pretty quick, but she had a pattern book where you could pick out, whatever design you might want on your hand.
Right.
And the henna just goes in this little plastic, like nozzle shaped baggie, and almost like you're decorating a cake. You know how they make those cones?
Yeah.
Like that. And then she would just snip off the tip, and then she would just freehand the shape. Oh my gosh, I just love it.
Wow.
So I don't know how hard that would be to do on myself on a live, but hey, I did a face painting thing on myself live, so really, how bad could the henna be? I should just kill it.
Wow. That
Yes,
sounds cool.
Halloween. I painted my face as a pumpkin.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
It was fun. I can't believe I did it, but it was fun.
Fun. Sounds like fun.
I said to my son, now I don't think my daughter's ever watched me either. I said to my son, hey, you should watch some of my videos. No thanks, Mom. I love you, but I think I'll pass on that. Okay. Well, I like that piece, but I don't want to. You think so, Laura? I don't know. They're small. They're small. Well, it's like almost like doing a mandala, however you
Mm-hmm.
pronounce that. There was a gal in my church years ago, my church in Pennsylvania, when she was getting married, and she was Indian. And gosh, she had both of her arms done. It's like their tradition. I don't understand all what. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely beautiful. She looked absolutely beautiful with all of her henna on her hands, and then in her wedding gown. She just looked beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it takes a lot of patience to do all those little, because they're mostly like little dots and
Yeah,
swirls
little
and
dots and swirls,
things.
little
Yeah,
circles. Yeah.
yeah, it is pretty. I would be too nervous. I'd probably end up like, okay, here's a dot. Oh no, okay, let's make it a little bit rounder. And then it'll end up being like instead of a dot, like a huge circle. Or here's this world. It's like, oh, let's go.
Just fill
Yeah,
it
I
in.
can. Yeah, I don't have a steady hand when it comes to that stuff. For some things I do, but I don't know. I would be so nervous. But that'd be cool. I'd watch that.
Yeah, I have to get that. I have to get that together. I mean, I got it sitting right here and go. All I have to do is just mix up the stuff.
Hmm.
Well, that's an idea too, Laura. I could do a video, not a live, but I mean, really, if you messed up, wouldn't it be a hoot?
Maybe I'll do it here.
I feel like the lives I get more viewing hours.
Hmm.
There's a method to my madness for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I noticed that I don't really go into the back to look at my analytics a lot, but every once in a while, I kind of say, "Oh, let's see what's going on back here." And I noticed when I used to do lives more often,
Hmm.
there definitely was more watch time there.
Yeah,
So that makes sense if you're trying to grow your channel like that with the hours and stuff.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just kind of curious about it.
Yep, yep, yep. Well, this was fun. And actually, thank you so much. But I'm going to have to get off here because I do want to get a couple of little videos done for my channel before my husband gets back home.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you
So,
so much for joining me.
yeah.
It's been a blast, and it's great to get to know you a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, that's been fun. I know. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I think I just subscribed to your channel through the collaboration, right? Through the Same
Uh-huh.
Sex Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been nice to get to know you a little bit better, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of your videos.
Thank
So
you, Maria.
yeah,
You have a
well,
good night. Hope you get your videos done the way you want. That'd be great. So,
thank
girls,
you.
don't forget to check out Maria's channel, Maria Miscellany, on YouTube.
All
Thanks,
right, thank
Maria.
you so much. Good
You're
night.
welcome. Good night. All right, girls, is anybody else crafting or doing anything? I know Chris said she was organizing and getting some stuff together. I'm still just trying to glue stuff. Jean, are you doing anything or are you just watching? My girlfriend Jean, I wonder if she's still here. Nancy, are you still here? Girls, I should have packed a snack. Got myself a drink. I do love sparkle paper. Oh my gosh, I love sparkle paper. I should move that up a little bit. A boho book. Oh, that sounds good, Laura. Now, are you doing that in a book cover type scenario, or are you building the book yourself? Yeah, I might go get a drink. You're welcome, Maria. Thanks for coming and joining me live. Cool. Yeah, that sounds really cool, Laura. I love that boho chic look. I could just go heat my coffee. I'm trying to think. I don't think I took my medicine either. Maybe I'll just go get some ice in my water. Would be great. I think maybe I should have stuck to maybe the same color family. I'm kind of all over the map here with the papers that I chose. Now I'm kind of allowing my papers to go off the edge of the page because I'll come back with a nail file and sand those off. Is Jean still here? Yes, she's still here. Are you just watching, Jeannie, or are you working on something? Ladies, while I'm here, I have to mention that this weekend we have another market sale. Jean, this is my friend Keisha from the market sale. I have to get Jean. I'm trying to get Jean hooked into all this, girls. She's decided now. She's made a journal like this. We did a journal cover like this. Jean is my pinochle buddy. And she used to live in Pennsylvania, and she has a beautiful grandbaby and now lives in Colorado. to be close to her little beautiful grandbaby. And so she loves making greeting cards, and she does beautiful greeting cards. I'm trying to get her hooked on some other stuff. So now I think, Jean, did you get your package? Did you get a package? I was wondering if your napkins arrived. I didn't check the shipping number. She's thinking about doing a napkin journal. So I'm trying to get her hooked. What did Laura say? The signatures were a little nightmare. Oh. See, you could ask some of us, Laura. We would help you with that so you don't get frustrated. I hate to hear that they were not yet. I should check that real quick. I'll have to check that, Jean. See, I thought it said, well, I've been checking a couple different ones, so I don't want to make a mistake. Oh, I love napkins. I picked up a couple today, a couple different napkins today. I love napkins as well. Of course, you know, I made room first to get more napkins, and as soon as I make room for something, I fill up the spot with something else. Now, once I get all these glued down, I'm going to get, see, I'm tearing it the wrong way, a permanent marker of some kind, and go around and section off some of these. And then I think I'm going to stamp some different images on it. We're like a cult. Don't scare her, Susan. Don't tell her we're a cult. Craft brain. Craft brain. So I had a 3-hour nap and I'm still yawning. That can't be good. Can't be good. Well, Holly, you said your Dollar Tree or whatever your dollar store is called. Now, you have a Family Dollar, right? I got to get over to that fountain. Oh, maybe I'll stop in there tomorrow. Today was a beautiful day, so I was out. I don't know why. You want to you want to come on yourself? What time did I come on? I come on at, oh, let me see. Can I tell here? See, I'm used to YouTube. I'm not used to, oh, there it is. 1 hour and 30. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay on another half hour, because I'm going to need to get a drink and a little bit of a snack and put the old bones up on the ottoman. Yeah, that's a good question. What did you make your signatures with? I don't feel like I'm getting anything accomplished here, kids. I've got the Golden Girls. See, this is, I think, what time? Yeah, Golden Girls is starting to come on here in a little bit. If not, they're already on. That's my background music most nights. I've got the Golden Girls theme song ringing in my brain. See, I got a white line there. I just cannot believe that this has never occurred to me, to tear the paper a different way so you don't get that white edge. That's just genius to me. I'm absolutely amazed. Amazed. Doesn't take much. Well, maybe she's, doesn't know how to explain it, or maybe it's too involved, or maybe she just doesn't want us to know. Maybe she wants to keep it private. If things are frustrating for us, maybe we don't want to always share. Anybody ever make cabbage dyed paper? That intrigues me too. I guess they use that red cabbage. Like, do I need another thing to try? You have to survive a craft-a-lanch. I think Jean's very neat and organized. Especially, geez, I did it again. Especially if the little's going to come over. She can't have a bunch of stuff sitting out. Yeah, da, da. See, I'm humming it. Da, 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 dee, dee, dee. That show cracks me up. I gotta tell you. I had cereal for dinner, so I'm feeling a little hungry. Gina, craft-a-lanch is when you have piles of craft artifacts and supplies stacked and piled, and you say to yourself, oh, this is probably not a good idea. And you add one more thing to the pile, and it's like a snow avalanche. It all tumbles down all over your work surface or your head. Keisha's a little frisky tonight. She's bugging my guests and trying to browbeat them into giving away their secrets. With paper, but the fabric, knowing where... Whoops, it popped up. I missed it. So I went to my Dollar Tree today hoping to find some die cuts because Lisa and Tanya, they must have awesome Dollar Tree stores because mine did not have one die cut. Frisky it is. Yes, well, that's the trouble with the English language. A lot of our words have double meanings. When we had our international gals living with us, they were high school students. And we had one gal from China living with us. Her name was Chinan. She was an absolute delight, adorable, adorable gal. She lived with us for several years. Of course, she went home in the summer, but she went to a private school near our home, and we were her parents for, I think, 3 years. And it'd be winter time, and the kids would be in school. They would come in from school, and I'd say, "Oh, it's chilly out, right?" And she would say, "Oh, we have that for dinner." There are a lot of words like that we had different meanings, which really makes the English language difficult at times. Thank you, Barbara. I know. I would die to get a die for $1. I'm just saying, all right? $1 for a die? I don't care what shape it is. I would love it. But no, we don't get the butterflies over there, and we don't get the die. Okay? Well, Holly, I live near a Dollar Tree, and it doesn't do me any good because they don't have no dies. They have no butterflies. So there you have it. But I want to go into that Family Dollar. I have to remember tomorrow because I want to see if they have any of these, like these little Stewie people that I can get for Easter for my for my littles. Because now I'm working on the Easter basket. Okay. Yes. I mean, mine's fine. The ladies that work in there are lovely. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in there. Believe me, I buy my share of stuff. But it doesn't have stuff like Lisa and Tanya's. It just makes me envious, you see. Keisha, that's very mean. How, Keisha, if I make you a, what do you call it? A mod, you want to put in the link and the information for the market for the weekend? I think that would be lovely because I know we only have 16 folks here, but maybe some people, oh, how can I do it? It says block user, put user in timeout. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Put you in timeout. Oh, you are a mod? Oh, good. Can you put it in then, please? That would be great. That would be, as Janet Nash would say, that would be Fabaruni. Oh my gosh, I love her. Fabaruni. What a word. I love that word, Fabaruni. I'm not getting anything done. Yes, Crafters Swear is, I think, yes, that's the brand. Moving stuff, so keep checking. Okay, Susan, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Thanks, Holly. Well, the girl, see, I go to the co-op tomorrow, and there's the gal that has the rock. She has a rock called, I'm so tempted to buy it. It's a, what does she call it? It's like, yeah, I don't see blue though, to tell you quite frankly. I see all your little icons, but I don't see anything blue. Not in StreamYard. Oh, rats, I can't think of the name of this rock. It's not like a citrine. It's a different name, but it looks like a peridot, which is my birthstone color. And it's not in that blackish, it's not a geo rock. This is a different kind of rock. It's just the crystals. Oh my gosh. Like I need a rock like I need a hole in my head, okay? But it's so stinking cool. If it doesn't sell before too long, I'll end up bringing it home. I mean, it needs a home. It needs somebody to love it, and I think that somebody might be me. I lost my glue stick. Be right back for real. Okay. Yes. I should be getting ready for the market. Is what I should be doing. Ooh. Didn't want to do my... Should be getting ready for the market. Where's Marlo? She's awful quiet. Did she nod off? Is she taking her nap now? She was supposed to be taking a nap earlier. See, now I like this little piece here, but I got all that white stuff around it. I guess I could use, I don't know, girls. What do you think? This is looking pretty junky. I'm going to have to do some fancy step in here to get this to look half decent here. I'm going to have to fiddle. Holly, that's a great idea. Stewie, do you want me to bring you a rock? Oh, yes. He says yes right away. Well, I ordered myself last evening a yarn bowl. I'm very excited about my yarn bowl. I think that's supposed to come tomorrow. And of course, I go to the co-op tomorrow. And I'm hoping it comes before I go there so the husband doesn't have, as we say, a stroke. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar, Barbara. I am a rock. I am an that's a song, right? Island. It's probably by somebody famous, but I don't know. I'm bad with that. Okay, let's see here. If I go to now, does anybody knit or crochet that's in here? A girl at the co-op crochets and she brings her work with her every week. I relieve her Thursday afternoons and she takes her yarn bowl to the shop with her. And the yarn bowl holds your ball of yarn and allows you to work on your piece without your yarn flipping all over the floor and getting tangled up or whatever. Yes, Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, I love Art Garfunkel. Anyway, I've been wanting one, and Keisha helped me last evening zero in on a really nice yarn bowl for a very reasonable price. Oh, look, I'm going to start yawning. I apologize. I really do. But my coffee has gone cold. Mary Lou, I am doing this. I should show you that picture too. I'm not a crocheter per se. I can crochet. I like knitting better. I like, in general, how the knit stitch looks better, but largely it's easier on my arthritic hands, okay? There's no prize. Don't promise Holly a prize. She's going to want to be collecting a prize. There's no prize. And there's this girl at the shop. Her name is Maria. She does beautiful work. She uses beautiful yarn, and she's been making these embossed ponchos. I never heard of an embossed crochet stitch. It's beautiful. Don't be looking to me for no prize, Holly. You go get it from Barbara there, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Maybe she'll send you a pie. Okay, so now I want to go to Amazon and show you my yarn bowl. Oh, I don't want you to see my first name there. You'd be making fun of me. Arriving by 10 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, maybe it'll come after the hubby's in bed. I don't know. Can you see it, girls? It's got, well, maybe it's not cut out. Maybe they're painted on there, but it's got a little design. I think they might be cutouts. See, your yarn goes in that little curlicue. And now that I'm looking at it from that angle, geez, I hope it has holes in it where you can put your knitting needles when you're done. No, it doesn't spin, Laura. It just holds your yarn so that it doesn't roll all over the floor, get under your chair, and then the dog drags it across the room and around the dining room table, So it just keeps it in there nice and neat. And let's face it, it's cute. Okay. So I ordered that. So that's coming tomorrow. And then I wanted to show Mary Lou. Okay, this is called Embossed. Crocheted. Poncho. Totally addicted to this project. Here we go. Now, of course, this fabric that this person used is beautiful, which I'm not using this color. But look at this, girls. Can you see that well enough? Okay. Oh, that sounds nice. Mary Lou, what colors are you doing? Is it like an ombre? Are you doing in sections? Yeah, it's a ceramic bowl that you can't put soup in. There you go. That's my yarn bowl. A ceramic bowl you can't put soup in. You put yarn in it. Some of those yarn bowls are $40 and $50. Okay? I know, right, Loopy? It's beautiful, right? And can you see the puffy? That's the embossed part. Isn't it great? So tomorrow I have to remember, I never pay attention to yardage. Silly me. So I didn't have enough yardage at the first one that I'm making. So I'm coming down the home stretch and I'm running out of yarn. I go to buy another ball of yarn and it's out of stock everywhere. Okay, it's pretty, but it's not that great. I think it's probably just old. So anyway, I found a girl on the marketplace who has a ball of it. And I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. So hopefully I can get that project finished, which will be great. I've got pretty much all the embossing part done. Oh, neat. That sounds cool. I love yarn. I don't know. I love too many things. I guess it's a textile thing. I love to work with my hands. I love to touch the yarn. I just got some this gal at the co-op introduced me to Hobbii. She calls it Hobbii, Hobbii yarn. Oh my Lord, it almost reminds you of an alpaca. It's so soft and wonderful. Yeah, Afghans are great. Even better when you've had the fun of making it. Okay, so I need a little bit here. And I need a little tiny piece up here. I think I'm going to use this. Out of limitations comes creativity. I think I'm going to put that on the back. Yep, still ripping in the wrong direction, girls. The problem with ripping at the back side, that didn't go well, is that you can't see what you're tearing. So there's that, you know. Oh, I'll have to look. And your Aunt Loopy there on IG as well? I don't know if I have I don't go on IG too much anymore. I'm just really focused on a couple of things in my life. One being the virtual market, and the other being my YouTube channel. I haven't even taken the time to really get new stuff in my Etsy shop. I'd rather be crafting instead of taking pictures and posting stuff. So I struggle with keeping my Etsy shop current. Oh, I found my second glue stick. All right, so I want to put this on. Oh, that might look cute that way. Maybe I'll put that on top after I layer some more here. I do like these colors that I did. I think I'm dyslexic. I can't remember. I hate Auntie Loopy. Okay, Auntie Loopy. I always say aunt instead of auntie. I'll have to make sure I'm following you. Okay. All right, girls, I'm getting ready to wrap it up for tonight because I really need to get a beverage. And I need to get my old bones back in my chair and put my little feet up, which really are kind of swollen. They're not really. Lori, there are a lot of tutorials and patterns on YouTube for embossed. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I never thought about that. I know. That's how I am, Loopy. I much rather make stuff. I have to force myself. And I mean, it's really not that hard. It's just, it's, as my granddaughter would say, boring. Boring. Yep. And especially this time of year. I mean, this was probably my best year ever on Etsy. I've been there since, I think, 2014. Okay. And really have not done very well. But this year I did pretty good. And this time of year, you know, I mean, no traffic. No traffic. Night, Susan. Thanks for coming. All right. So, girls, thank you for stopping in and for joining me. I hope that when Keisha gets back, we're all gone and she can't find us. She was a pip tonight. Just teasing, Keish. I'm going to go get a beverage and a little bit of a snack, maybe a yogurt. I'm not sure. I thank you for joining me and hanging out with me tonight. I especially appreciate Maria for popping in and arting with me for a little bit. That was nice. I wasn't sure how that idea would fly, but so we might do it again. So you might keep in the back of your head, you know, if you get your camera set up, or, you know, maybe next time I can get a few more of you to join me. Have a good night. Jean, we should be able to. We'll message, okay, and set that up. And Holly, thank you. Sharon, I know she's in the background. Keep an eye on things. Thank you, Sharon. And Keisha for keeping you gals chatting and entertained. And as I like to say, don't forget to take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. And I'll see you gals on the tube or on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye-bye.